Can you hear me now? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did I do it right? We good? I see Mary, Carol, Janice, Wendy. Good morning, everybody. I'm flying solo today, so I need a thumbs up, some response. Let me know that you can actually hear me, that I did it right. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Karen. All right. You can hear me. Fantastic. Our producer extraordinaire is still in Vegas, and I'm in St. Augustine this morning, and I got here a little bit late, and I go, oh, right, she does a cool intro video, and I don't know how to do that. So on the job training, but I think it's a success. Good morning, Nancy. All right. Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. I love it. How's everybody doing? Is it a wonderful Monday? You guys ready for Quilt Show? Or what? I'm ready for Quilt Show. In fact, I'm in Quilt Show brain, like Quilt Show mode. So I have Quilt Show brain. There's so much to do. But truthfully, I'm going to turn that AC off so you guys don't hear that. I'm so excited because, we go to Daytona every single year. But every year it grows. We add an extra booth, another booth, a classroom. So I say bring it on. I just can't wait. And this is the first time we've been there with Bernina, so that's super exciting. It's just going to be awesome. The AccuQuilt booth is going to be bigger and more fun than ever. June Taylor booth, Arrow booth, Cut Up and Sew booth. So we got a lot of stuff planned. So this whole week is literally me kind of planning for that. And then on Monday, we actually go and start unloading and setting up. And then all of you get to come join us at Ocean Center in Daytona on the 19th. So it's from the 19th to the 22nd. You can purchase tickets early or you can get your tickets there. As long as you get a ticket and you come and hang out with us, it's going to be an awesome show. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. All right. So how many people are actually going to AQS, Daytona, Quilt Show? I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I mean, I think every single year, this will be our 4th year. Is that right? Third or fourth? Anywho, every year it's gotten better, which is fantastic. And the past couple of years, I think we've actually competed with QuiltCon a little bit. So the attendance kind of wavered, but QuiltCon is now further west. So this should be an amazing show. So how many people are going? Just in the comments. Good morning, Irene. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Denise. How many people are going to Quilt Fest? Not Quilt Fest, excuse me. The Quilt Show, AQS. Undecided. I'm not real happy with AQS right now. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. We won't get into it on here, but I hope that you decide that going to see the beautiful quilts and to come see us is worth it. Good morning, Pearl. We hope to, if the fates allow. All right, Bonnie. We'll send some positive energy your direction. I'm pointing at the computer. I don't know why. You're over here. Hopefully that works out. I love it. Janice, you're going to bring a friend. All right. Fantastic. So today's show probably will not be as long as normally because Joanne, since I'm in St. Augustine, isn't here with me. I do have a few things that I want to talk about, a few tips and tricks, but it's not only Quilt Show time. It's actually embroidery month and it's local quilt shop month. I mean, what a month. So you guys have kind of heard us talking about it. You've probably seen the live that Christy and I did, but I'm just going to have to keep repeating ourselves. So I love the support that we have down here. Our community is incredible. It's unmatched. So we need some help. We're calling on you guys. By Annie has done this local quilt shop contest for as long as I can remember. And it's wonderful because everybody just votes on their favorite shop and they tally in the shop with the most votes is the winner and they get a sweet prize and some recognition and it's great. but I love what they're doing this year. This year, when you vote, make sure you take the time to really explain why you like Cut Up and Sew. Why Cut Up and Sew is your favorite local quilt shop. Because they have kind of a side contest where they're going to read all of the comments, not just check numbers, and actually vote on the shop that has the most unique, I forget the right terminology, but the shop that they can tell their customers really care about and give good reasons why. So make sure when you vote for us, and I know you're all going to vote for us, that you actually take the time just to say something heartfelt. But honestly, just say exactly why you like hanging out with us at Cut Up and Sew, because I think it's awesome. And to me, sure, it'd be awesome to have 4 billion votes, but getting announced the winner because of what people are saying about you is way cooler, in my opinion. So all you have to do is go to lqscontest.com, or you could just come into the shop, scan this QR code, and vote for us right then and there. So we're calling on you guys for some help. Vote for Cut Up and Sew. And I know a lot of people have already voted, by the way, which is great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. I received an email, and you can see how many people have voted. Please, oh, fantastic. Thanks, Janice. You know, I haven't gone in and actually looked and seen if you can like tally up the things. Again, it's just for fun, and I know how much you guys love us because you show it every single time we have an event, every single time. Right now, for example, I'm just standing here talking by myself in a room, but yet I'm not by myself because all of you are here. The community in Flagler County and now in St. John's and all the surrounding areas are better than any that I've ever been a part of. So, but Janice, thank you. You're awesome. Okay, back to the quilt show. Quilt show hours. Just make sure you guys know this. Our stores are open. Both locations are open, but we're cutting the hours a little bit short. So from the 19th through the 22nd, we're going to be closing at 3:00 p.m. So that's Wednesday through Saturday. Both stores will close at 3 p.m. So a lot of people will go to the quilt shows and look around, and it's so crazy that they don't want to wait in the lines or what have you, and then they stop by the shop on the way home. So just make sure it's before 3 o'clock. The folks that are staying and taking care of the shops for us are working the whole week. So we're trying to be nicer to them by giving them, shortening the hours just a little bit so they can go home and get some rest. Because we're going to be whooped at the quilt show, but they're going to be whooped here taking care of the shops as well. So we're trying, all hands on deck. Good morning, Tris. So make sure you just kind of mentally note that the shops close at 3 o'clock, but we are open. Okay, so good morning. Check. Quilt show hours. Check. I'm going down my checklist. Vote. I've already done that. I'll probably say it again towards the end of the show. It is embroidery month. So actually, you know what? I'm going to switch it up a little bit because I'd like to make some room, and I'm going to get rid of some of this fabric. So let me move this dime hoop that we're going to talk about in just a second and show you some fabric. Now, I'm in St. Augustine, so this fabric that I'm about to show you is here in the St. Augustine location. Those of you that have, hey, Diane, good morning. Those of you that have kind of been with us from the beginning of Palm Coast Cut Up and Sew in November of 2021 have kind of figured out how things work. But then we added a second shop in our website, and it kind of just jumbled everything. So we have some growing pains. But I'll just say this. If we show fabric in Palm Coast or in St. Augustine, and you live in the other location and can't make the trip to, for example, today, St. Augustine, if you really want this grunge bolt here, this fabric, but you can't make it to St. Augustine, you got a couple options. Cutupandsew.com, you can purchase it on the website, and you can even put, we'll pick it up in Palm Coast or however you want to do it. You can also just purchase it. We'll ship it to you, or you can simply call the store and say, hey, this is the fabric that I'd like to purchase. You can pay for it, and then we'll bring it to Palm Coast, and you can pick it up there. We're trying to make it super easy for all of you. We're not that far apart, but we're trying not to have the exact same stuff in both locations. What's the point of that? And so, but it's natural. It's going to happen. People are going to see something and they're going to go to Palm Coast and we're going to say, oh, that was in St. Augustine. Not a problem. We'll get it here for you, and vice versa. So this fabric is a line. It's very small. It's called Sunday Brunch, but it was just too pretty. So I had to, let me move this as well. I had to just show it to you guys. So grunge has been, let's see if the camera's going to show this. This is a very light grunge. I don't think the camera's doing it justice. Maybe. But grunge has been a topic of concern for some people because they say, please don't get rid of grunge. We're not getting rid of grunge in St. Augustine, I promise you. We're not adding grunge to Palm Coast because St. Augustine has it. So we are still going to be a grunge dealer. We're going to have grunge. We just ordered some grunge wide backs. I get it. The people that love grunge, and I'm not going to try to talk you out of it. Grunge is very cool. I don't like all of them, but I like a lot of them, and I really like these. So grunge is staying, but this is just one of the pieces in this Moda line called Sunday Brunch. It's kind of hard to do this by yourself. Normally I have Joanne or Tony playing Vanna, making it a lot easier. Here's a nice, oh boy, I can't tell if the camera's picking that up or not. Just a nice stripe. Maybe I have to go all the way up. Maybe like that. There we go. Love grunge. Been a basic gray. Yeah, you're not alone. People love grunge still. Hey, Shar. Look at this one. Is this not cool? So this was the main reason I got this line. Here's another grunge, and I love this grunge. This, to me, right here is the reason why grunge is still relevant and super cool, because of the colorways. But if you put these together, look at that. Whew. So, and then there's one more colorway of this super fun, I don't know if it's a stained glass, but it's just very, very cool. So again, Sunday Brunch, it's not a huge collection, or at least what we're carrying is not a huge collection because I'm trying to pick and choose. Sometimes I won't get the whole line. Sometimes they have 20 bolts in one collection. And I'm like, well, I really just like these 5. And if I do that, then I can order 5 more of something and 5 more of something. And then we have more of a variety. So these just arrived in St. Augustine. Sunday Brunch from Moda. We can absolutely get them to Palm Coast if that would make your life easier. That tone-on-tone stripe is fab. Not enough tone-on-tone stripe fabric out there. Oh, good. Thank you, Bonnie. Yeah. Hey, Becca. I am playing the host and Vanna. That tone-on-tone stripe is fab, too. So, yeah, that stripe, it's real subtle, which is really cool. We have a handful of these, but some people think stripes are hard to work with. I'm not the type of quilter that is going to, like, I don't do the traditional piecing. To me, it would be somewhat difficult, but I've seen some people use stripes, and Tony loves stripes. And it's just, what a cool, don't call me right now, please. It's just, it has such a cool effect if you use it right. So I love a good stripe. Now, as you can see behind me, this is a in the works quilt sample. And it kind of just bleeds over into this Asian print. As you can see, it stops right there. If I do that, maybe you can see a little better. So Shop Hop fabric is in. This is the All Florida Shop Hop. We've talked about it. I forgot to grab a magazine, but we still have the All Florida Shop Hop magazines in stock, which the magazine is your passport. They're $12.95. You can get them on the website, both locations. They will sell out, just FYI. So if you're waiting until March or to do the Shop Hop, you may want to reconsider because those magazines will be gone. The fabric is going fast. So just in case you haven't heard us talk about this, the All Florida Shop Hop fabric is in store. It's in stock mostly because we've already sold out of a handful of bolts and panels. but you can purchase it, you can pre-order it, you can come in and touch it and feel it and look at it, but you can't take it home until March 1st. So just wanted to make sure that you guys are sure about that. And I understand why they do it, but also I hate telling people, isn't it nice? Here, buy it, but you can't have it. But so this one is a perfect example. This is one of the like the postcard, I think is what it was called. I don't remember. But anywho, this is sold out in Palm Coast, and it is very, very cool. So that is one of the lines. And last week on So What's Up, which I didn't even do this. See, Tony, my gosh. By the way, welcome to the So What's Up show, everybody. What are we, 20 minutes in? And then I tell you what we're doing today, or what this show is called. We showed some of the line in when I was in Palm Coast last Monday. So I just figured I'd grab a few more. This is the border print, which I'll be honest with you, I love the colorways for this year's fabric. I was not a huge fan of the whole line last year, as you guys know, but I actually really like this. I like the colorways, these teals and even the oranges. They're just super rich. Anyway, so we do have border print. And good morning, Farhat. Hey, Tony, there you are. Good morning, sunshine. Love that one. And sold out, I know. Well, it's sold out. Becca, if you're talking about this one, look, I'm holding it. Clearly, we have some left. Not a ton, because we're actually going to cut some and put borders on this thing. But I was just giving you an example. This bolt happens to be sold out in Palm Coast. So that means you're going to want to come to St. Augustine and pre-order some, or go to the website and just realize that it's going to say available in St. Augustine, but we could always get it to you March 1st in Palm Coast if you'd like to pick it up there. So, and there's 2 or 3 bolts that are already gone. Let me grab all of these. The one thing that we did not have in Palm Coast were the actual blenders that go with the line. What I did was I found some blenders that are very close to this. In fact, I almost like them a little better, and we put those in Palm Coast. So these are blenders, and these blenders that I'm about to show you are only in the St. Augustine store, just FYI. You can still get it, and we'll get it to Palm Coast, but right now I'm holding it because it's only in the St. Augustine store. So really fun. I like a blender that has texture. And these definitely have texture. Hold on one sec, Becca. I'll get you the name of that. Tony, I'm playing host and Vanna, as Becca said. Makes it tough. Is that not pretty? Woo! Look how rich that is. Woo, boy. I'm going kind of fast just because I want to get to some embroidery stuff. Look at that. I love these blenders. I need more hands. Yeah, thank you, Tony. These blenders are nice. Don't get me wrong. I love these. The other ones, the ones that I ordered that we have in Palm Coast, I just didn't want you guys to get confused. They are different. So if you've been to both stores and you've seen blenders, they are actually different blenders. The ones in Palm Coast have a little bit more contrast. Maybe there's some blacks or charcoals in there, so it's a little bit more contrast. These are stunning, though. Even if you don't get the shop hop fabric, these are amazing blenders. In fact, they're so amazing that if they make that a part of the regular, they may already be. Shame on me for not knowing. I may carry those year round. Headed to St. Aug, so many I would like. Well, there you go. I can't remember the name of this, Becca. All for the shop hop. We know that. We have covered up the name with a sticker. Dang it. I want to say it's called Postcard. I want to say it's Postcard. Becca, Becca, if you want, after the show, I can go downstairs to the computer and get the actual name for you. But if you call St. Augustine, we open at 10. They'll know what I'm talking about. Tell them you want the one that Josh showed and rambled on about for like 5 minutes. And it wasn't the border print. So, all right. We are getting more and more fabric. I hear you guys saying, why is there not as much fabric in either store? Well, a couple reasons. We've been busy. You guys are buying it all. That's a good problem to have. But truthfully, we were blowing out older fabric here in St. Augustine, and it takes 6 months. When you order fabric, you're ordering in advance. So it's taking time, but it is coming, I promise. Also, it was the holidays, Christmas, and then shop hop, and then grand opening. So we've had a lot of reasons for people to be coming in and cleaning us out of fabric. So again, good problem to have, but I promise you fabric is on the way. Be there Wednesday. Beautiful. Make sure I'm not missing anybody over on Instagram. By the way, if you watch this after the fact and you're not watching it live, do me a favor in the comments, type #replay. It lets us know that you did see it after the fact, but it also bumps it back up to the top, and the Facebook algorithms do their thing, and it lets other people find us. Also, and again, Tony, Joanne, you guys keep me on track. Hit the little hearts and the likes button down below. That also gets movement going, lets people know something exciting is happening. Why are all these people loving this live? I should go and check it out. So share with a friend. We want to grow our community, and you guys that's how we're going to do it. So we're prepping for AQS. Yes, absolutely. Type in all Florida shop hop to see them online. Yeah, thank you, Karen. That's exactly what you can do. And there's a bunch of them. I think it's called Postcard. But anyway, we're going to move on because 23 minutes. That's not that bad. There I go. I see the hearts and the likes. I love it. Embroidery month. Yes, it is still vote for us. That's the second time. I'm going to do it again towards the end. That's important to us for sure. But it's also embroidery month. So how many people in the comments actually own an embroidery machine and use their embroidery machine? How many people would call themselves embroiderers? That's always hard to say. we're since day one, we've wanted to kind of grow the embroidery community. You know, there's just so many cool gadgets and things, and embroidery is amazing. And some people just haven't really dabbled, or they get a machine that's a combination machine and they really don't embroider much with it, other than maybe making a quilt label or monogramming a name or something like that. But use it sometimes. Yeah, see, that's fairly common, Farhat, to be honest with you. Well, you should use it all the time. But I get it. Everybody has their thing, and we can't do everything all the time. So we pick and choose. Dime, I didn't grab any OASD things. Shame on me. But Dime is a company that we talk about a lot, and most of you have heard about it. We're going to actually start doing some virtual Dime events again. I don't know if you guys remember. We used to have those quarterly, and they're fantastic. You dabble in it, fair enough. My brother and I just got a Brother SC2000 and have been learning. Fantastic. Own, use not so much. Hey, Teresa, that's all right. We can fix that, by the way. Again, go to cutupandsew.com. You're going to start seeing embroidery classes and things popping up. We've got what is it called? Hump Day Hoopers is a monthly embroidery club that meets in Palm Coast. Hoopapalooza is a new embroidery club that is starting in St. Augustine on March 1st. Tony, tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's right, though. But the idea for our clubs is inspiration. So if you're one of the people that just commented, I have it, but I haven't used it much, maybe just come and see one of our clubs. Come and hang out with us. See what all's out there. Maybe you'll get inspired. That's the goal anyway. Okay. So Dime. Everybody, I'll start with this because most of you probably know about the snap hoops, the magnetic hoops, the monsters. These things are awesome. When you are purchasing a monster snap hoop, a magnetic hoop, just FYI, make sure you are, if it doesn't have this bright green sticker at the top, make sure you are asking your dealer, hopefully which is cut up and sew, make sure you're ordering the right one, because they do make these for Janome and for Viking and for Baby Lock and Brother, Burnett, not Bernina. People have asked about that, by the way. As of right now, no. Something about the magnets mess up the somethings, and then it gets all wired wrong. And so, anywho, they don't have those currently. I think they used to, but there were some issues. So I've heard that it's in the works, but right now, pretty much every brand except for Bernina has this. So just make sure you're getting the right one for your machine. Good morning. So snap hoops, 8x8. This is the one that has been being requested probably the most recently, because I think people like the idea of having the square, you know, an 8x8. So they come in all sorts of different sizes. The beauty of the magnetic hoops, especially if you're quilting in the hoop, is you just raise, slide, and it snaps back down. Watch your fingers, because it's got some good, it's a strong magnet. So, but the dime hoops are fantastic. Now this month we are going to, and I'm a little unprepared. I think that they have some for the Epic. I think they have them for all Viking, Husqvarna Viking. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not a Viking dealer, so maybe call Michelle in Holly Hill. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, good, March 1st. But so we've got some bundles, and you probably will see some posts and some things, and definitely you'll see it at the quilt show, because it's embroidery month, and we love a good bundle. So we've got some things that we're going to be bundling together. I'm just going to show you a bunch of the items, and then once you kind of come to the shop or see us at the quilt show, you'll see the bundle. It's a great way to get a handful of these things that work really well together. So when you're using your magnetic hoops, this is a new product from Dime, the Stable Grip. So we have had a handful of people purchase these, and I asked for feedback, because sometimes they'll make a product and it's all right, great concept, but unnecessary, dare I say, a waste of money. This is not one of those things. So I don't think the picture will show it real well. I should have probably opened these up and offered to do a demonstration for you. But the idea is it just clips on to the outside. And again, when you are hooping 3 layers with batting in the middle, you need something strong. It needs to be stable. It needs to grip it so that it's not, when you're embroidering and it's moving really fast, it's not sliding or moving the hoop. And a lot of times, if you use the standard hoop, like just a standard embroidery hoop, if it's too thick, it will literally pop it out. So just keep that in mind. If you haven't played with the magnetic hoops, come into the store. We'll lay it out for you. We'll let you hoop something so you can see the difference. But this just makes it even more stable. So these are really cool. Stable grips is what those called. Also, they have a hoop setter, another one of those things. So this simply goes around the bottom of the magnetic hoop. And when you are placing your fabric in there and you're dropping the top on, this gives you a guide basically, and just makes it a lot easier for you to set that top in there and kind of let go so your fingers don't get snapped. So again, Dime hears people complain. They hear people ask for tools and things to change, and they listen, and usually they come up with the solution, and this was one of those solutions. So hoop setter, again, the right tool makes the job easier, and that's exactly what this does. Do the Stable Grips work on any brand hoops? Well, I don't know. It's a Dime product, so other than Dime hoops, like I know some machines, especially some of the higher end machines now, are coming with magnetic hoops. Like it comes with the machine. Tony, I don't know if that's what you're asking as far as that goes, or are you talking about, so if you're asking, it'll work with any Dime magnetic hoop, no matter what the brand is for, it'll work for any Dime magnetic hoop. I don't know about any other magnetic hoop brands. My guess would be no, but just because it's a Dime product, the width could be different. but I'm not sure. And I don't want to say yes and be wrong. So we can order them for other brands. Yes. We can order them for any brand. Even though we're a Baby Lock, Janome, and Bernina dealer, the dime products, we can order any dime product for any brand. So just FYI, thank you for mentioning that or asking that, Tony. Target stickers. Okay, that's exactly what it is. It's a target sticker. So when you're hooping, you've got your magnetic hoop there, you've got your grips in, you've got your setters in, you're ready to go, but you're like, I need a placement, and you don't want to draw or mark on your fabric. Target stickers. It's exact. Yeah, I mean, look, the picture can show it to you. Hold on. Perfect placement every time. So for those of you that don't have the fancy schmancy machines with the perfect laser dot or the laser placement, this is a good way to make up for that. Or you can just go and buy yourself a new $20,000 machine. Either way, we're here to help you. We can make both happen, but I would probably start with the target stickers. So all of these things, remember, will be in bundles. I just can't remember what the actual bundles are, but the whole idea is making your life easier. We've talked about these a handful of times. These are pressing pads that fit inside the hoop. So if you're doing applique projects, small projects, these things are really cool. Hoop and press pads. This is for a 5x7, 8x8, and 8x11. So a lot of times when you're hooping, you have to unhoop, remove the fabric, take it over to your pressing mat iron, and then go back and try to rehoop it. Good luck. They have made life easier. So, and they do have ones that fit the magnetic hoops, which are what these are, and then they have some for standard non-magnetic hoops as well. Hoop grips. It's exactly what it is. When you try to take that screw off, and it's super, super tight because you got 15 layers in there, and you're like, my fingers, or the screwdriver doesn't work, these little guys just fit right on the end of that and make it so much easier to grip it and turn it. So pretty self-explanatory. Also pretty awesome. Dispensers. Look at that. You put your stabilizer inside. There's two sizes. And let's see if I can do this where you can see it. So you, just like saran wrap, you guys know how this works. You basically, I can't do it and show you, I don't think. Let's see if I hold it. There you go. So I just cut it through and then just like saran wrap. But what a cool concept. I mean, something so simple, but yet so genius. It's like the pet rock. I think I've said that before. Like, why didn't I think of that? We could have gone to Shark Tank and made $1 bazillion. The dime products work with AccuQuilt downloads for embroidery. Yeah, I don't see why not. Good morning, Joanne. Yeah, Joanne, we talked about it. Thank you for joining me on Saturday for study hall. It is a lot harder when you're doing this by yourself, truthfully. Okay, and then behind me, I've got an essential hardware bundle. I'm almost done. Essential hardware bundle. It is a perfect little hooping station. You've got your the light that gives you the, what's the words? I'm at a loss for it. Well, it's placement, but what's the cross? What is it called? An alignment laser? It's not the word I was looking for. But it's great. You can literally, a lot of times you have stuff all over your cabinet or your table where you're sewing. So this is a little station you can set off to the side. It's got a non-slip mat on it, so you can just put your hoop right on top there. It's got the crosshairs. That's what I was thinking of. There's a little laser light that's got the crosshairs that you can put right over top of your fabric and get the perfect alignment and placement. It's awesome. It's a really cool, yes, thank you, Joanne, crosshairs. I got it. It's a really cool bundle, and they basically put it all together for us, so we didn't have to do the work. Comes in a box. There you go. If you're new to embroidery, my recommendation, if you're getting a new embroidery machine, get you one of these basic sets. It's got everything you need to start your embroidery adventure. So 24 colors, you get the stabilizer in there, you've got pre-wound bobbins, needles, They even threw in some of the metallic Kingstar, which is the greatest metallic thread on the planet. That's it. That's everything. That's everything I brought. Show's over. Not quite yet. Yes, doing it harder. It is harder solo. Nobody's here to laugh at my bad jokes. I told Joanne, I don't know if they're going to laugh or if they land or not. So I do need to get those dispensers for my daughter. The dispensers are awesome. They really are. And I like that they finally actually came in 2 sizes. Also, a lot of places will sell them as a 2-pack. We just decided to split them up so you can get them individually. To me, it just makes more sense. But yes, yeah, I know, Tony, I put on here code word with a question mark because I didn't do my homework. I was running late and then I forgot to look what the code word was. So maybe you could put that in the comments in just a second. Okay, so check embroidery month, vote for us, check. Project Linus is just something that I wanted to just remind you guys about. Every month we do a Sewing for Charity party in Palm Coast. Well, guess what? Now we're going to do it in St. Augustine. So on the 15th at 1 o'clock, it's not an all day, it's at 1 o'clock. We're going to have kind of an introduction to Project Linus / Sewing for Charity parties at Cut Up and Sew. It's something that I'm super passionate about. We basically started it as soon as we got the shop. What a way for the community to come together, have some fun, and sew and do some good. I mean, I say it all the time. It's sad that that there are people that need these quilts and pillowcases and dresses and all those things that we sew. But we're going to keep making them because something that is so simple for us to do means so much to them. So again, I'm super passionate about it. And I wanted to make sure we started bringing that to St. Augustine on the 15th. Come at around 1 o'clock. No, not around. Come at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to kind of introduce Dana and Project Linus to you guys and let you know how you can be involved. And we're going to sit and sew for about 3 hours. We close at 4 that day. It's just going to be a great day. And again, all about community growth and doing some good. So I hope to see all of you there. All right, let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Hello, Elliot. Cindy on Instagram. I don't think I missed any comments here. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Anna. I just went over a bunch of stuff for embroidery month. Now, everything I brought today was a dime product. We are an OESD dealer as well. So if you want to look for some really amazing embroidery designs, come to St. Augustine, check out the OESD display. We've got some samples down there as well. OESD is incredible. The quality of the digitizing, in my opinion, is best on the planet. And then, of course, once you're getting ready to stitch out your OESD design, then you just pull out all your dime products and you're like, oh, this is too easy. I've got everything set up. There's a reason people who are like, you know, mechanics and people who are woodworkers, they have a bazillion tools and toolboxes and 15 tool sheds, and I never understand the difference between the screwdrivers. There's a reason they have them all. It's the same reason we have all these things and why all those notions exist, because the right tool makes the job easier. And gadgets are fun. All right, so love is the code word. Okay, thank you. Oh, that makes sense. Valentine's Day. So anytime you come into either location and you pay with cash, you get your name on a little ticket and it goes into the cash cow or the cash pig, and then we do a drawing for a gift card. If you say the code word, then you get 2 tickets. So the code word for this week is love. How fitting. And again, thank you, Tony, all the way in Vegas, probably still in bed in her pajamas, is saving the day. We are going to have a Valentine's Day sale, red, pink, 20% off. It's going to be awesome. So 1 yard minimum, probably. You might even put that in there. Well, Diane, I wasn't sure if that was news for the public or not, but you're absolutely right. OESD and Dime are now one massive organization. I think they're still going to keep their names, but it's under one umbrella. So that makes my life so much easier. It's the same way as when AccuQuilt and Arrow became owned by the same match made in heaven. And in my opinion, this is a match made in heaven as well. So fantastic. I'm up dress. You're dressed up? Vote. Thank you, Janice. You're doing the Sold Show on Wednesday. Tony, I will talk to you after this. Something has come up. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. So we've been doing what Tony's, if you're looking in the comments, every other Wednesday, we do a Cut Up and Sold show, which is a live selling show that we've been doing here in St. Augustine, so that our friends who are not in Palm Coast and St. Augustine can still get all these goodies from us. This Wednesday is the week that the show is normally on, and it's at noon. We may or may not have it. I'm hoping we can make it work, but I've got 3 things that I have to do, and it's all quilt show related, so it may get bumped. I don't know. So we will let you know for sure. For sure. Okay, let's see my little checklist. Yep. Fantastic. 42 minutes all by myself. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. No, I'm not. I am thirsty, but I'm ready to rock because we got to go get ready for a quilt show. So I saw a bunch of you are coming. I didn't see a lot of comments from some of you. So let me know if there's anything we can do to persuade you to come and hang out with us in Daytona. It's going to be an amazing show. So again, inspiration. If you're worried about, oh gosh, I'm going to spend too much money, well, don't do that. Put your blinders on. At least go and look at the quilts. At least go get inspired and honestly support community. I know it's a national show, but there are some local artists that are there as well. So we would love to see everybody there. Okay, I don't think I missed anything. So recap, quilt show hours. We close at 3. So that's the 19th, February 19th through 22nd. We close both locations at 3 o'clock. Make sure you vote for Cut Up and Sew as your local favorite quilt shop. Again, you can come in, scan the QR code. I don't know if you can screenshot that or not. I'll hold it there for just a second. Maybe you can screenshot it and do it from home, or you can go to lqscontest.com. And again, take the time and really explain why Cut Up and Sew is your favorite shop. Let them know what makes us different. Why are you drawn to us? And I hope you are. Yeah, that would mean a lot. So thank you for that. And embroidery month, code word love, fabrics on sale, shop hop stuff, yada, yada, yada. I went through a bunch. I think that's it. So I don't have Joanne here too far hot. I see that. Fantastic. I can't wait to see you there. I don't have Joanne to give a little side note. So we're just going to have to end it the old school way. Live to create. Always. I think she said, enjoy the journey. Did I do it right? No? Live to create. Enjoy the journey. You guys have an amazing week. We will see you soon. Bye.